Can't believe I'm starting a 6th consecutive stream for Madden weeks.
Shake at Super Bowls. We were having a shootout. We were having that old-fashioned shootout.
One thing is, I didn't expect Mr. Chase Young to pick me off twice.
That was funny. That was funny.
That was the last thing I expected from him.
That man had a punt return touchdown. He's my returner, Isaiah Rodgers.
Don't let me like that. I just saved you from falling off the bed, stupid.
Get the fuck out of here. So in the playoffs, there is no rules, right?
At least for passing limit now.
Like passing, receiving, rushing.
I don't think so. I've never heard anyone say there was. It still might be smart.
Yeah, why is I don't know what's going on with Gibson. I feel like he's not been the same against you.
Why'd they switch? Are they retarded? Are we playing?
Yeah, he's walking really, really slow.
On the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
I have work early in the morning. I have work early in the morning.
Rude. That's what you said, like rude.
Take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but
let's go!
That hurts.
Incomplete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
I can try.
The ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Yates, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go, Chase.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of
There's nothing I can do about that. Just don't block. My right tackles suck.
Will the kicker make it? No, he shanks. Both of our drives end in nothing. Alright, well, Gibson's already getting benched.
That's why I went back to just rewatch it. I was like, that's why I just rewatched that. That's why I took a few minutes to pick my play. I had to go see what happened there.
Yeah, that's more like it.
But the other guys held up. So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up. But he trusted his defense. Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch back.
No way. That would be so bullshit. That would be so bullshit. That would be so bullshit.
Should have lost yards because he kept fighting. Maybe still a first down, but
defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much.
Might have been barely.
And it turned into an easy first down conversion. For more there on first down, but this throw downfield.
Wow.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out in the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And he got blown up.
Gibson sucks.
Play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard,
Yes.
double team him, and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done
I can't hear you. Hold up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete.
Nice.
There's a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of
What, Mom?
through it.
And as they say, that's a no-no.
Turn on the dryer, yeah.
Be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen.
Hold up. Come on. Oh, why is there no SWAT animation?
Continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
There needs to be like a SWAT animation for that.
Why would you swat that? It wouldn't matter. If you touched it in the end zone, it still made it out.
No, if you're in the air, right? But it's animation based, so they can do it.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39
Alright.
here.
Alright.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39.
I'm gonna get a flag for that. Nice.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket.
10.
Results in a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard
I
here,
know.
and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And
Let's go, Jabril.
intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Go, Jabril.
Top by the Michigan man, Jabril
Maddox. There's literally a guy running
All I'm
behind you.
saying is I hope to God my mom got me a new controller for Christmas. Because I barely tapped that button.
Really confident throw.
That's all I'm going to say is I barely tapped any bullet past it for no reason.
The wrong team.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down.
It's been costing me an Ultimate Team, and it's going to try and cost me a franchise.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Why are people running away from it?
He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a lucky ass play.
Hand it off that time on
Yeah,
the
I know, especially because my one dude has secure
Easy
tackler.
decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Whereas he did.
second and 4.
He get his ability switched? He did. Now he has no outside. Or whatever it's called. No outsiders. Whatever it's called.
Won't be enough to pick up the
He had
first.
secure tackler coming into this game.
3rd and 1.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging
So
those
my
gaps.
playbook keeps
That's
changing.
back across
My
the
abilities
field.
keep changing.
And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Off play action. Gibson. They'll roll him out right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in.
Go.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Davidson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
He's got a man, complete. And they get this
Okay.
well past
Okay.
midfield before being stopped
Damn.
just before the 35. A big play that time through the air.
3 wide, okay.
38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
I'm fucked
you're
it
gonna
up,
smother it.
dude.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side.
Oh, come on, Chase.
At the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to
Oh!
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him,
Maddox!
but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball
Damn,
control?
okay.
This is the NFL.
See that?
7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake. Hit, rolling to his right. And that's checked down to Gordon.
No, why did you catch that?
3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here comes Cohen.
Good job, Hobbs.
That time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
Sweat.
too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Nearly picked off by Perry. 97 speed.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers all hit as
Go.
he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And
Let's go, Nate Hobbs.
3rd time. Picked off by Hobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Good shit, Terry.
Worked this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Allen.
Oh, Hamler saved my fucking ass.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Allen now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they have...
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take
Spice is going to half.
Should do it for half number 1. Second and 11 now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Bad defense. Thank you, Throne.
Gets to him, he will go down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's
Whose ball?
Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports
Spice's
halftime
ball.
report. Coach.
King Breezy moved on.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this
Landon Collins. Landon Collins. Oh.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year.
Interesting.
Deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering.
I'll see you tomorrow.
A bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Let's go.
And taken down to the ground. Chase Young in there for sack number. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
Let's go.
Coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
God.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Gibson, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Gibson again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross.
Having me go for it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Twice.
And Washington going to add on to the
Actually,
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
one more stop, boys. Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got
I like
confidence in
this
you
a lot.
guys. Go pick it up for them.
Go.
Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I'm gonna get flagged for that.
But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So they elect to decline.
No, Spice. Take the first. That's not... No.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Let's go. Eventually, we're gonna get the sack. Gotta love this defense. We're gonna get that. We're gonna go up.
After the sack, they'll come up now,
God.
3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Able to shake him off. Oh, he stays up. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. What a real head scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a...
Alright, Spice, I'm done running up the score.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Davidson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And
happy with where
Washington
I'm at.
able to stretch that lead out even further. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Chase Young. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there.
What are you doing, Spike?
Sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively,
The pressure. Turning in an incredible performance.
Ryan, I'm not gonna stop trying. I'm not gonna score on him though.
And how about this?
Unless if he does it on himself, like right here, if he allows the freaking safety, I can't do much about it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
how many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Fuck.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it
Chip
in.
Perry.
Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers is gonna go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
What do you think I'm doing?
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
I did not even want to do that.
To keep them from
31 yards. And what is going on
I
here?
wanted to get
Are they
down.
serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chase Young in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Montez Sweat in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down.
Hey, it's Apke. I don't have to do it, Ryan. I don't have to do anything. I'm facing a user. If he's giving up, he's giving up.